All right, I think you guys are seeing that all of these operations are the same. It doesn't matter if they're complex or real. I've got brackets, I'm going to expand them, and I'm going to follow my rules. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times 4 is 12, and it happens to be imaginary I. In the second case, just be careful with your negative signs. So I have negative 28, and then negative 4 times negative I becomes positive 4I. In this case, I've defined 2 different complex numbers. I've got Z as well as W. And in order to solve the equations, we're just going to have to substitute W in and Z in to the equation. Now what that's going to give us is 3 times the quantity 2 minus 3I, plus 2 times the quantity negative 4 plus 5I. And the expansion might be a little bit trickier, but it's the same concept. I'm going to go 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times negative 3 is negative 9I. And then separately I'll do the other brackets. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. 2 times 5 gives me 10I. And then don't forget to simplify your answer. You want to add the real parts, which will end up with negative 2. And you want to combine your imaginary parts, which is going to leave you with just plus I. Now I would pause the video and try the second one before you see the solution. And in this case, again, we're going to substitute in for W and Z, which gives us the equation negative 4 plus 5I minus 4 times the quantity 2 minus 3I. The expansion is easy, but just be really careful with that negative 4 outside the brackets. So we have negative 4 plus 5I minus 8 plus 12I. And we are almost there. So now you want to simplify your real parts. So negative 4 and negative 8 give me negative 12. And 5 plus 12 give me positive 17I. Now this next slide is really just looking at the expansion of 2 complex numbers, and it's the same as the foiling process, just like I had x plus 1 times x plus 2. So I'm going to multiply everything in that first bracket by everything in the second bracket. Now I've substituted in, and I'm going to go ahead and do the multiplication. So I get AC plus ADI and then I'm going to go and do the second set of multiplications. That negative BI gets multiplied by the linear factor C plus DI, and I end up with BCI plus BDI squared. And we're like, I remember that I squared. I squared is negative 1, which means I can replace it in the next round of simplification. So now I've got AC plus ADI plus BCI minus BD. Now the only thing we can do to make that a bit simpler is to regroup, and let's put our real parts together and put our imaginary parts together. So the final solution here would be AC minus BD plus, and I would usually group these into brackets because AD plus BC is the coefficient of I. Often it's a lot nicer to look at these with numbers. If you guys want to pause the video and do it yourself right now, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to go through the process of expanding brackets. So we've expanded the first, bringing in the second, I add on 4i minus 8i squared, and again I'm being hit with that I squared, and I know that that's going to change to -1. So I have 6. I've simplified the negative 12i plus 4i, and I know that -8 times -1 gives me this +8 right here. Adding my real coefficients, I have 14 minus 8i. Okay, a little bit of a problem here. Now we're going to solve and find a, given the condition that the product is a real number. And what that tells me when I'm starting this problem is that my imaginary part has to equal 0. It has to go away. So when I expand the brackets, I end up with 9 minus 3ai minus 24i plus 8a I squared, and that I squared is going to become -1. So we can simplify a bit, and we've got 9 minus 3ai minus 24i minus 8i. All right, and I'm looking at that, pardon me, just minus 8. So this 8a has to be alone. This 9, that's the real part. But this I'm really interested in because that's my imaginary part. Okay, the condition was that this had to be real. So I'm going to take my imaginary part, set it equal to 0, and solve. And I end up with a is equal to -8, which is pretty cool. Now be careful here. So find a and the value of the product. Read your question. So we can come back into our expanded form, which was here, and substitute that -8 in. So I get 9 minus 3 times -8i minus 24i minus 8 times -8, which becomes 9 plus 24i minus 24i plus 64. And if this hadn't happened, you should have been concerned, but my imaginary part canceled out, leaving me with 73. Now, if you remember back with surds, we were able to multiply or rationalize the denominator by multiplying the top and the bottom by the conjugate. So the conjugate of 1 plus root 2 is 1 minus root 2. And we can write conjugate 1 plus root 2. So I got ahead of myself. All right, so you can see here that we can say the conjugate of 1 plus root 2, or this line right there means conjugate. So the conjugate of 1 plus root 2 is 1 minus root 2. So we're just changing the sign of the surd. So with complex numbers, again, that line means conjugate. This was plus, so I make it a minus. This is minus, so I make it a plus, and it's always the imaginary part. So looking here, we've got the conjugate of 1 plus 2i is 1 minus 2i. I'm just kind of reiterating the conjugate. It can be written, the conjugate of 1 plus 2i is 1 minus 2i. So earlier we saw that the product of a conjugate pair of surds resulted in a rational number because those surds canceled each other out. So if I do the expansion here, I've got 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times negative root 2 is negative root 2. I get plus root 2 and 2. These two cancel out, leaving me with 3, a rational number. So what do we think is going to happen if we multiply the conjugate pair of complex numbers? All right, here we go. You're welcome to try this on your own. Otherwise, keep watching. So here I've got z times the conjugate of z, which means the only thing that's changed is those signs. When I expand it out, I expect to get plus ABI and minus ABI, which cancel each other out. The I squared here becomes -1. And I end up with a squared plus b squared. So when I multiply an imaginary number by its conjugate, I get a real number. Woohoo!